All right, and welcome to another exciting Vamp show. Wow. Okay. So let's go. Kind of like review our calls for 1 second right here. Okay. Let me get into my charts here. Chart second. Let's just take a peeky over here. Okay. So this was called last night, this morning, 2 a.m. in the morning. Okay. So careful in your shorts. This is getting dangerous, right? So I knew that it was time to take profit. I said, everybody got to set their stop limits really tight because I said this can bounce. This was late last night, early this morning. Okay, I threw a bunch of fibs up there. This is the bounce I was looking for, just a one little last retracement for the little final wave down. So I was basically looking for a fifth wave down right here. So I was looking for a wave 5, a wave 4, and then a wave 5 to the bottom right here, just to hit my final little bottom right there. That's kind of what I was looking for. I was expecting a little bit of bounce before a final retracement. And then I had orders set, right? These are buy orders. I had buy orders set at 157, 161, 163, right? And then I had stop losses set on these orders right here, right? If these orders fell through, I had some really tight stop losses in case this thing just rock bottomed out on the bottom, right? And I said, I'm looking for a relief bounce here somewhere. And, so this is exactly, and I said I was going to be pissed if I missed my buy orders by $4. I'm really not happy right now. I'm really, really not happy. I had all those buy orders stacked right there and missed my buy order by $4, right? Super unhappy. 3 a.m. in the morning, this is right before I went to bed. At this point, I was really worried about a bounce. I said, everyone needs to confirm that this thing is going to freaking bounce. And I said, listen, this thing can pump to 63.50 in 5 minutes, right? And it can test resistance 6,400. I knew, hey, listen, if this thing jumps, this thing is going to jump, right? This thing is going to go. We've been expecting this with the crossover. I've been waiting for the cross, right? So a lot of us are in shorts, and this needs to be, you need to be really, really careful here, right? In your shorts, right? So this needs to break the MACD. So this hadn't broken the MACD yet, right? So once this, I expected this to do this, to break this, right? And I was worried about this. I said, let's see how these wedges play out here. Let's see how these wedges work. And then last night I posted a bunch of, our live things show how high we could get. We had a bunch of lines over on our members area that kind of show how high we could get up here. So these are my calls that I went through last night, and this is really what I was hoping. So I was hoping to see. So let's see what happened here, okay? So we had this channel right here. Actually, I think this is a 12-hour channel. Was that 12 hours? Is that a 4-hour? No, it was a 12-hour channel. So look, we were in this channel right here, and then just bang right out of it, right? Just banged right out of this channel. Let's take a look. Here we are. We're up here, 64.38. Now I gotta tell you guys, I had loaded like a couple very small shorts lower. I loaded a couple shorts lower. I said, listen, everybody, ladder some shorts lower. Set your stop losses tight. I had a couple small shorts loaded, a little bit lower, not on BTC. I'm not trading BTC right now. I am not. I'm only trading ETH and Litecoin, right? Those are the only two that I'm trading in. I'd opened up 2 small shorts. I set some really tight stop losses and then just blasted right through them. And I was trying to ladder high enough, and I didn't. I definitely didn't. And what I was doing is I was hedging a position that this 65, remember, look what I said here. I said 65.55. Right, look at that right there, 65. So we came up and we tested the 65.55, and that was one of my major resistance points, as I clearly called out over here, right? 63.55. So you got 63.55, and I said, hey, watch for this area. A lot of support, a lot of resistance at 63.65, 63.55, and I kind of I took a chance right here. I took a chance, and I said, hey, this is a pretty good chance that this falls out from right here. It ended up being a bad call. Vamp got a bad call. That's right. You heard it. I got a bad call. But then it continued on to my 6,400 area, right, to test the resistance of 6,400. And here we are. Now, it did go over by 37 whole points. Trolls rejoice. I completely missed this. Right? Trolls should, jump up and down and get all happy right now because I completely screwed the pooch-a-rammy on that thing right there. I was wrong. I admit I'm wrong. I missed so far. I've missed this by 38 points. Right? I missed it by 38 points. So I've missed this by 38 points so far. Do I think this could be over? This is... I am telling you, I am shorting. Okay, so I am going to add to layers of my short, and I'm going to, and in fact, I just got back to the house, and I was out, and I'm going to be adding a small short on ETH. So I'm going to start to layer small shorts on ETH, okay? Now, I should have layered it up there at 190, but here I am trying to prepare for the show for you guys and to take care of you guys. And because I'm over here trying to get all the stuff set up, I am totally missing I'm totally missing entries. So another wonderful day in trading. And let me get this short loaded up here. Give me 1 second. I'm at least going to put in a small entry right here, right? Let me at least get a small entry in on my ETH over here. Even if this just goes up, that's okay. That's okay. So I'm going to put just a small order, low leverage. I'll do a 5x order, and I'm going to try to just put in like just a small ETH order right here, just 50 ETH at 5x, and let's see if I can get in. Can I get in at 189? Can I get in at 189? Oosh. Might be a little harder right here. Okay, so I'm only going to ladder in. I'll ladder in 25 ETH right here, 188.70, right? Come on, pick it up. Pick it up. Pick it up. All right, so I'm going to put in a small order at 188.70. So I put in a small ETH order right there, and it doesn't want to pick it up. Come on, you're killing me. 65. Oh, you bastard. You bastard. Come on, scoop it up. All right, got it. Got it. Okay. So I got the first little short order in. Now I should have picked this up here, and let me show you why. Okay, so here's my thunk. Here's my ETH chart right here, right? So if you take a look at your ETH chart, here's your fib from the top point right here. Let me pull this fib over, right? So here's your fib from the top to the bottom. This did retrace 618. It hit hit your 30 MA, which is really good resistance. This is a really good resistance. So now this would have been the place to catch this, right? This would have been really good. And if you look back there, here you go. The 30 MA 192, right? 192. Now you got to remember this is I'm trying to correlate this. Now you can run a little on this, and I might be able to catch some shorts a little bit higher here because I think this could get up here, and I think we might be able to get up here and test. This would be the next level right here. So the next level would be would be right here at 64.70. So I would look for some resistance at 64.70 and then 6,500. Now, breaking out of 6,500, what I'm going to do is, I want to pull this back right here. Okay. Let me pull up a different chart. Pull up a new chart here, right? New chart. All right, so what I'm looking for here is I want to make sure, I'm going to pull a fib. All right, so, okay, so here you can see that we have come up and tested the fib line. Now, we have broken this first area right here, right? So we've actually broken the first area. And if you come back and we look at these falls kind of as we fall down right here. Now, this was a hell of a fall, folks. This was a really, really stellar fall. Now, it's hard to compare this first area right here, so I'm not going to, because we just didn't have that action. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go over here and I'm going to start at this area right here, right? So I'm going to start this area right here. I'm going to pull this down, okay? So here you see, here you had your first little kind of area, right? It's like, and then it fell out to the second area. Now, this had a retracement of the 236, right? Normally on these first big retracements, it's harder to find a really large retracement. See, look at that. 236, top to bottom, 236, right? So you kind of want to get some, you want to have some, let's go back, let's check a couple more, right? Let's go back and let's go fishing here, right? So we're going to go back here and, okay, that was a 382, but if you take the big one, 382, and this second drop. So, okay, so now if we look, right, from the top of this drop to there, this one actually retraced back up over the 382. So this is 6,600 range, okay? Now, I feel that's really tough here because I feel that one of the things you need to do is you need to take into account that volume when we were over here was higher. So over here, you had much more volume that was trading in Bitcoin. So we're just going to put a nice big green arrow over here, right? There was more liquid volume. And let me be specific, okay? This is more liquid volume. There was more buyers. There was more money in the market over here. There is less buyers and less money in the market over here, okay? So as you start to get back, oh, and Binance is the worst. All right, so first thing we're going to do is get rid of freaking Binance that has the most BS. There we go. Let's get a real exchange, okay? That has real volume. Realer volume, okay? Not saying anything bad about it. I don't get whacked by a bunch of Chinese mafia guys. Okay, all right, so here we go. We're going to do the same thing. Right, pull us back. Pull us back. Pull us back, right? So what's happened is you kind of see the volume has fallen off, and the volume can be measured down here on the bottom. So here's your volume. Your total buying volume is less, right? So that's why you're not getting these steeper peaks and retracements anymore. Like they're just gone, right? And watch. Oh my God, they're huge, right? Oh my God, they're huge. Okay. Duh, right? Because I mean, look at this. Look at the bottom, right? Look at the bottom here. Look at how high this is, right? And the reason you have all of these just crazy and then smaller and then, oh my God, look, it's so cute. And then look at this. And then this one's just like, right? And the reason you have this is because there is less volume, right? That's exactly what's happening. Look at these just insane, wild swings, right? Just crazy. Because there's more volume, there's more money. More money's getting sucked out of the market here. This is all that's happening, right? And they just keep getting smaller. And then there's just nothing. And there's just like, this is like whatever this is, you know? And this is exactly what's happening. The market is losing volume which is based in hard dollars, right? So the market is losing market cap. It's not just market cap, it's liquid cash. There's just less liquid cash. And when I talk about liquid cash, I'm not talking about Tether, right? Tether's, you know, whatever Tether is, okay? So Tether is whatever it is. And the challenge that you have is now that you're playing the market and you understand that, look at this solid decline, bonk, right? That your bounces are less, right? Your bounces are less. And so this is kind of how you have to adjust your TA. So with this market, just saying, oh, everything's going to retrace the 328, everything's going to trace the 50, everything's going to do this. What makes me a great trader is because I know this, I see this, I understand what's happening. There's less and less money. There's less and less volume because there's less and less actual money, real money. And because there's less and less actual money, you have less and less of these. You have lower peaks and valleys, and you have lower volatility. Now, you still have this epic volatility, but we all know that this epic volatility comes in because of manipulation, right? We know that new money that's coming into crypto right now comes in the form of Tether, right? Large quantities of Tether, large Bitcoin wallets that are moved around with 13,000, 15,000, 18,000, 20,000 coins. You know, these are massive, massive whales, and they're out there playing games, right? They're playing the wrecking ball game, and that's all they're doing is they're wrecking us as we're going down, and God bless them. They're making money. I will never say a bad thing about a whale. God bless the whales. Listen, we're putting our own money in here. We're doing it ourselves. No one's making us do it. We're playing the game. This is their ball field. It's our job just to play as best we can on their ball field, right? And we're winning, and that's one of the things we do. We're winning by just staying afloat. We're winning by making $500 a day, okay? We're winning by staying safe, and that's the key to crypto right now. That's your key, and we knew that this was gonna bounce. We knew there was a bounce here. It was coming. It was inevitable, people. It was absolutely inevitable. We had been calling for this bounce for, you know, I mean, it's been hours, right? We call it for, I don't know, half a day before it bounced, okay? So you can go in here and you can start to correlate a lot of price action and movement, you know, through an aspect ratio of the volume versus the price action, right? And we can expect lower, then that's what's happening here, lower highs, right? And this is, trust me, you think this is not, you think this is a higher low right here? This right here is not a higher low, people. This is a lower low, right? If you don't think this is a lower low, it's because you don't go out to the weekly, right? There it is. This is a lower low. Stop looking at the 4-hour charts. Take your mind for a second off of the small picture, right? Everyone thinks that, oh my God, this is a bounce for the better. Everybody thinks this was the low right there. Right? Oh, look, we had a higher low, right? This is a higher low. Well, when you pull this back, right? When you pull this back, nope, that is not a higher low. This is a lower low. This is a lower closing low, which means that we have broken bearish. Okay, so anybody who says, no, oh my God, no, this is better. This is not better. This is worse. Okay, this is a new closing low. So with that, with this commonsensical approach of seeing that here was the low, this only looks to me to be a continuation, and this is a continuation bounce. That's all this is. You know, I come over here and you have to just say, okay, well, how high did that bounce? Oh, 618. Oh, actually, it's a little, and we go up there. Look, 50 couldn't even make the 618, fell out, right? And that's kind of what that looks like. So it looks like we get it. This is a good bounce. Now, we did print just a little tether, We printed a little tether, right? You know, 550 million, nothing, slow day, slow month, 550 million tether isn't much, but we printed 550 million tether to get us up to this place. And now we're just back to the same place. We're back to square one. Okay, we're back to square one here. And now that we're down at square one, what we have to understand is the game is, there is very little fundamentals in the price action right now, right? There's not a lot of fundamentals, you know, unless you consider manipulation a fundamental, which I really don't, right? I figure the manipulation is just part of the game, and you just, as long as you understand the game, you're going to do fine. All right, so with that being said, let's come over and let's take a look at some of the historical stuff that we've really been watching, and let's see what we can pull up here. Oh my God, my charts. Sorry, guys. My computer is, I can't believe I bought this super expensive computer. It just bites. All right. Let's go find there's our Ichi. There's that. I think this is the one I want right here. All right, good, good, good. So here's my main chart that we've been trading off of, okay? So this is my main chart that I have been using, right, in the members area, and this is what's playing 24/7 on the stream over there. You can see, I'm looking to the left of me, I see the stream that's running for the members area, and I see that this is the chart that we've been playing, right? And if we scroll back, right, hold on a second, let's bring this. So here's, as we scroll back here, here's the next, so this area, see the yellow box right here? Right, this area, and I'm going to squeeze this up, right? Look at how similar these two look. And let me do this. Let me break this down like this, right? So here you go. Here was the previous time it did this, came, blasted out. Now you could actually take this, you could put this over there, right? You could do that. And this could be your, there would be your triangle right there. And this thing came and blasted out. Or you could do your triangle right there. Came, fell out the low side of your triangle, and then, or your pennant, and then popped up. Got a little gimme. So you, listen, this popped up. This is the 12-hour chart, right? So you had the 12 hours, and then a second 12 hours, and then it poopied out, right? And then let's go back, and here's what happened again. This is the other time this happened. So this is, now remember, with more volume, you have more volatility. With more volume, you have larger swings. So we'd kind of do something like that. We'd kind of do something like that right there. So there's your triangle. Bounce down to the bottom right here. Let me just scoot that out of the way. See, there it is right there. Bounce down to the bottom right here. Shot up. Spent one 12-hour candle. A second 12-hour candle died. So you spent 1, 2, 3 12-hour candles. Now, something that I do see that's happening now that is different is the market is moving slower. See, look at this. This is actually 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 before it fell out, right? So this took 5 candles before this really fell out of this triangle right here, right? And then here's your other one. Here was the triangle, 1, 2, 3, and then it, well, kind of 4, and then it kind of finally hung around and then died out of the triangle. So what's happening is things have slowed down. So the market is actually moving slower, right? And what's happening is the market is moving slower because we have less volume. There's less people to dump. There's less people to take profit, right? There's just less. And because we have less, things move a little slower. Look at how long this took to play out right here. This is a lot longer for this pattern to play out right here, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That was 6 days that we've been pretty much sitting down there waiting for that to play out. And let's go over here. Let's count this out. 1, 2, yeah, let's just call it almost 3 days, right? Maybe 4 days, 1, 2, 3, 3.5 days for this to get up, blow out, and then dump. Let's call this 1, 2, 3 days. This is 3 days. So there's 3 days, there's 4 days, And now this has taken us 6 days, right? This has taken us 6 days here to kind of let this play out. And it's playing out slower because there's no volume, right? Because people have less money, and these bounces and these erratic bounces are also slower. They're smaller. Okay, that's why here I have less hope, and I feel the only thing that can push us up if we want a real push here, and man, let me tell you what, people, it is September 12th right now. We have some big announcements coming, right? We have some really big announcements coming. We have the ETFs, right? So we have these ETFs that are coming, and these ETFs are going to make a substantial dent in either a bullish or bearish pattern, right? So, I mean, all TA goes out the window when we get these ETFs, okay? And you can see the lines on our chart. You can see the resistance lines. I mean, they're here. Boom, boom, boom. They've been on here, right? So we have got all kinds of resistance lines that this needs to break through, and including this has to still break through the Fibonacci lines, right? So you still have your fib lines that need to get punched through, right? And there's your fib lines right here. So here's your Fibonacci lines, and you've still got this 6612 area that's super heavy. You've got the 6491 area from the previous fall, right? See this? This is a previous fall of a larger, heavier resistance, 6482. Now, I do think that we have a possibility, right, that you can get up to the 6482, right? The 6482 is definitely a doable area, right? Look at this. Look at this. See, the bodies, no real help over there. This wicked out right there in that region, right? Go across to get no help over there. Let's pull this down to the 3-day. Right, yeah, a little under, yeah, a little over, yeah. All right, let's take a look right here at the level we're at. Historically, this is kind of got, what do you got here? You're kind of in a no man's land right here. I mean, I wouldn't mind it if this went up a little bit higher and tapped this 6482. So if this did go up and tap the 6482, I would actually like this a little bit more, because you'd see that there historically it would hit that. Now, the other thing is, you got to remember when you throw your indicators on here and you pull up your Vamp, all your Vamp lines, right? You start to see, all right, there's the 3-day, there's the weekly, 2-day, a lot of 6200 up here, a lot of resistance, 6200, all the 6200, 6600, I'm sorry, 6600. There's a whole lot happening right up there at 6600, right? And get all the way down, and there's your 200 MA at 6600. There's your 50 MA on your 4-hour. Look at that. There was a little pokey. All right, so let's go back and take a look at the last couple drops. Let's see if we can correspond that 50 with tapping anything out. Drop, 50 never touched. All right, here you go. So this drop came down 50, tapped the 50, broke through the 50. So first time it came up and almost touched the 50, got rejected. So we're going to have to see how this plays out, because your 30 is definitely under. All right, now, the other thing you need to understand is, because these bounces are higher and lower, and let's go back here, and I'm going to pull this off, and this is something I want you to see. Now watch this. Watch this. I'm gonna because these bounces are smaller and they're getting smaller, what happens is you have to look at the MAs as if they are a coil, right? You have to look at these MAs as if they are a coil, right? And what's happening is that it's like a spring, right? And the spring is bigger. The spring is bigger, and then then there's less and less and less and less, and we're kind of funneling. It's kind of funneling it down to this fine point. Like, and I'll show you this. Let's back that up. So look at how low. Look at how low this. So here you go. Here's the low of your MAs here. Here's the high of your MAs. Higher MAs, lower your MAs. Higher MAs, lower your MAs, higher MAs. Right? So what's happening is these are also moving in a channel and they're tightening. So these are also tightening down. And this is one thing when we always look at, we're always looking at these channels and these wedges. And one of the things we're like, oh my God, this is going to explode out of this wedge. We're just waiting for it. And that's what happens. These things build up and they're like a spring. And this is the way, all you can do is you can just look at this and you can say, this spring, if it was here, the coils would be big and the coils would get smaller and smaller. And now we're all the way down here, right? And all this pent up momentum, right, is going to break, and it's going to break. This is going to break. We're coming to an apex, right? We're clearly coming to an apex down here. We just have to understand that this apex, when it hits, this thing is going to break, right? And it's simple arithmetic, right? It's simple arithmetic, people. This is the math. If there's less money, if there's less volume, if there's less plebes, if there's less you and me trading this, you tell me how this can go up. This is my issue, right? This is why I'm bearish. I'm consistently bearish because you saw that report in Bloomberg, right? You just saw, if you saw that report in Bloomberg, I just posted it. That report in Bloomberg shows you the trading volume average over the last few months, right? And it shows you what is happening. And what's happening is that the volume is dying, right? The volume is dying. And that's what's happening. Our volume continues to die. And this is what's sad. This is why you can make another easy case for this being more bearish than ever, right? Is because our volume, this shows, and we're technically higher, right? Wink, wink, up here. But this shows that we're trading at $11 billion in volume, right? Which is not a lot. It's just, that's not a lot of volume that's going on there. Our volume is dying and we're kind of getting, the volume is getting sucked out of the market, whether it's in fees and everything else. We've talked about this with exchanges sucking up fees, millions and millions of dollars every single day in fees. You don't even have to lose money, right? You don't even have to lose money. And let me get my oh yeah. Oh, good. I'm going to catch some shorts higher. Perfect. So, so here, remember, what we're looking for is we're still looking for this to possibly retrace. Now, we have some pretty good set points of how high this can go. And listen, I personally have a very hard time thinking that we're going to get over $6,600. Right? This is tough. If we get over $6,600, there's two reasons to break over 6,600. Tether, right? Tether and the ETFs. That's the only reason. Those are the only two reasons, right? And having looked at the last couple drops, you know, and the last couple pumps, they were clearly Tether. You know, you had the Tether and little ETF good news, right? Yep, Tether and the ETFs. That's right. Now, listen, ETFs are going to be good for all of us. If there's a pump, I want to play it. It's easy money. I can't wait to be in a bull run. Okay, but right now, I just have to play the charts. I have to look at the charts. I have to be the one that tells you what I see on the charts and how I play the charts and why. And I'm explaining to you the reasons why. Right? And now what I see is I see that we're struggling, right? We're struggling to get up here. So the goal for the bears, for the bulls, is just to get to this line, to get past this line, That's what the bull's game is. The bull's game is to get past this line. The bear's game is to get past, where's our bottom? 58, where's 58, where's 58? There it is. The bear's game is to get down past this line. Okay, I'm sorry, I apologize. This line right here. This is the line, this is game time for the bears, because you have to break this wedge to there, to here. This is the bear's target. This will be the deciding factor for all of us, right? If we come down here and we do bounce off here and we get back up higher here again, I will then have a very bullish case I can make to all of you, right? Because I can say, hey, boom, boom, boom. If this takes off from here, and I'm talking really takes off from here, like a substantial retracement, I can actually make a very bullish argument, and I can say, hey, right, and I'm talking a retracement greater than, you have to get up here about 6,800, break to 618. I can say, hey, this is good, right? If we get up here, we got good volume. This is looking healthy. I can say, okay, can we hit the 786? And then the ultimate goal is just to break the top right here at 7,400. Now look, back in the day, to make a run of, let me get over here. And I'm going to go from, let's just go from right here, right? From here to here, 1,200 points, 1,289 points, right? That's it, 1,289. So back in the day, to do a 1,289 point run, right? Let's scroll back. Let's drop this over to 3-day. Oh, no, cancel. Come on. Yes. All right. That's it. We're actually going to 2-day here. Pull this off. And I want to show you that back in the day, to make a 1,200 point run, right? Let's make 1,200 points. You could do it all day long. Okay, there's 1,300 points. 1,200 points was like a slow day, right? This is like a slow day in crypto. Look at that. 1,300, 1,300, 1,300, 1,300, 1,300, 1,300. It's a slow day. This is like happened over, look, this is a 2-day chart, right? Look at this. I mean, this is easy, right? This is just a couple months ago. It was easy to have a $1,300 day. You had them all damn day, every day. All damn day, every day, just making easy swing money. Right? So getting 1,200 points right here for the bulls should be a no-brainer. Right? There should be a no-brainer to get 1,200 points out of this right here. And that's my issue, is it's so hard to get 1,200 points right now. Right? It's tough, man. It's tough. The only way you can get it is with some free Tether unicorns being printed and stuff like that. All right? But let's get back to the hard brass tacks here, where our targets are. Okay? So first key targets we're going to look at is a top side of 6,600, right? And this is like, you really need to buckle up to get to 6,600 here. I really have an issue. Number one, just looking at a raw chart, just peeling down into a raw chart like this, I really have a tough time getting up to 6,200. Even right now where you're at, right? Even right now, let's throw a line on there. We're going to put there's a historical line on the 2-day chart, right? Look at all these wicks that broke over. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All these wicks that tried to break over there, right? There's another one. This one got stopped. You're here. You broke over. A lot of rejection here. A lot of rejection right here, right? And I bet if we start to break this down even more, let's just hold that line right there, okay? Let's hold that line. So let's go to the 3-day. Nope, nothing. Let's go to the daily. Okay. Look at that. There you go. 1, 2. Yeah, it's okay. It's all right. I like this line better. I like this line better. This line is better for me. This line makes me happier right here for top side. This line right here makes me happier for a top sign. I would like to see this. Now on the 2-day, this is legit. This is a legit line we're on. Look, tap, tap. There's a lot of legitness right here with the level we're at, 6,400. Hence for why, if you go back, you say, Vamp, how the hell did you come up with this $6,400 number right here? Right? How did you get this number? Was it magic? Did you use your time machine? What did you do? No, all I did is went back to my chart and I just started looking for the correlation as this ran across. And sure enough, you get a whole bunch of correlating. Right? Look at here. Wick, 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 body, 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 body. I mean, there's a lot of correlation. This wick, look, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and then we'll call it 10, 11. So 11, if not more, touches that were almost perfectly rejected by this area. There's a lot of support right there at the 485 area, right? Then you come down here. Let's take a look here. Wick, close wick, body, body, close wick, wick. So we're going to go. So this is close right in here. I mean, you might scoot. There's a little rangy, this rangy right here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So 8 and 11. Right? 8 and 11. So you've got to, this is your hard. So you got right here, right? Clone this and right there, right? You're a little rangy on this too, right? You can pull this back and there's our little rangy right there, right? See the arrow right to, and then we could just go right like that. Okay, so you have a lot of resistance right here. A lot of resistance right here. So getting up a little higher here to this next level, we're talking the 6,600, right, is going to be tough, right? This is tough. This is going to take some serious volume right now. And after falling this far, this is not looking good. Now, if this happens, if we get up here, right? If we get up and we tap the 74.80 area right there, 74.85, right? You'd have a really, really strong case for A, B, C, right? Right? Now, here's the issue. If you look at that, what happens is this doesn't happen. This happens, right? So let's go back over here, right? So we're going to go back over here. So here we go. We're going to come back over here. We're going to get our ABC out, right? Right? Kind of look, A, B, lower, right? Scoot it out of the way. This is higher than this. So there's A, B, C, right? Fell out early. Didn't make an exact ABC fallout, right? Let's go back over here. See what we got here. Right, the AB higher, AB higher, ABC, ABC, A, it's a tough one right there. That's a lot harder one right there to play. Right? A, B, C fell out lower. Right? A, B, C fell out lower. Okay? Same thing over here. A, B, C, and then it just kind of fell out. Right? So this is the action I'm looking for right here. You got to be real careful right here, boys and girls. Real careful with the FOMO right here. Okay, real careful with this thing. I am telling you, I am saying that this thing is going down, whether it's from here, right there, or right here, and we're going to test this line right here. And I have a hard time. I can't do it. I can't make a line there. So hard to make a line that high, right? I could make a line here, right here. I could do it. I could do this. It's going to be really hard for me to get up to 6,600. I think it's super tough to get up to 6,600, right? So this is kind of what I'm looking at to fall out here. Now, 6,600 possible? Yes. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. It is. You go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and you know, let's take a look at this right here, right? I mean, this is kind of making, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, right? Kind of, right? Kind of. 12-hour. Break this down. Oh, looks better broken down. Looks a little better broken down. Right? How's that look? Does that look a little more legitimate? Like a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, right? Now you can have a truncated 5 too. This can get a truncated 5, or this can get a double top. And if you got a double top, now let me warn you on the double top tip, right? Let's talk about this double top thing for a second, okay? So now I'm gonna, hold on a second. So here's option 1. So we're just gonna label this as option 1, okay? Would be, we are in a wave 3 of wave C. Okay, so we're actually in a wave 4, wave 3 or 4. So we might be in the retracement zone area, right? We might be in this retracement here. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, and looking for the 5. So this is option 1 right here. So let's go, and so we're gonna go like this. Gonna make this super biggie. Okay, and then we're gonna go ahead and snap. Boom. Actually, hold on. Let me put a target box up here, because everybody just goes crazy on Vamp. Okay. Crazy on Vamp. Okay, so this would be that, right? Okay, so I'm gonna save this. All right. All right, there we go. Okay, so now let's look at option 2, right? Is a double top. Okay, option 2 is, this is a double top. Top 1, top 2, right? And then you get your retracement, right? And this could come up into this range. You got a little range here, right? So this would be option 2. There would be option 2 right there. Actually, I'm going to back all this up. Okay. And then option 2 would be a double top. Now, on a double top, you look for a retracement back to where this started. So you're looking for a retracement at least right back to down where this started right here. So you would be looking for this double top option right here. Okay. And with that being said, if this were a double top, this is pretty simple. So all you do is you just draw this out like that. Okay. And then you draw this out like that. Okay. So now what you're looking for is you're looking for a retest of this. You're looking for a retest of this and a retest of this. So the first target for a double top is a retest of this line. So you're going to come down and you're going to retest this line, because what happens is now you kind of get put into an A, B, C, D, E pattern right here. And once you get put into an A, B, C, D, E pattern, and this kind of, is this higher? That's sure, it doesn't look higher. Is it higher? So let's see here. This one high is 64.59, 64.43. So it's not higher. We have not broken the previous high. Okay, so you did this and you did that. Then you start to go A, B, C, D, E. So the third option, option 3, is an A, B, C, D, E. Right? So your third option is this. Oops, excuse me. Okay. There's your wedge. A, B, C, D, E. And then E is followed by a failure wave. And the failure, whoops, yeah, we'll put that one back. Right? And then your failure wave is anywhere in here. It can be anywhere in here. Right? So there's your other options. Let's change the color on this. Change it to yellow. Okay? So this would be option 3. Option 3 would be the A, B, C, D, E. Okay, let's save this. Okay, with every option that we've just put out there, right? Every single option we've just put on the table there, none of them are good. None of these are bearish. Bullish. Not one of these options is bullish. These are all bearish options. These are all a continuation option, right? These are all a bearish continuation option. None of these is bullish. Okay, so even if you come up to 6,600, the only option you have to turn this, and this is just, I mean, how in the hell do you get a wave 1? How do you count this, wave 1, 2, this is wave 1, this is wave 2. We would be starting wave 3. And remember, wave 3 is the most powerful wave that you have. So in a wave 3, we would be looking for just insane movement here, right? And this is what we're going to look for. We're going to look for something just absolutely like this, right? Something that would just come all the way up here, and you would probably be something like this or something like that. 80. We're gonna have to look back. There it is. There's this first touch up. This would be like part of your wave 3. But remember, your wave 3 has to be greater than wave 1. So there's literally your wave 3 is probably more like that. So this would be your bearish wave. Wave 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 to 10K. This would be your bullish count right there. That's it. So all in, everything, buy all these alts that are dying and bleeding, right? Because Tron is going to be $2 tomorrow. And if it goes to 10K, you're going to have Tron. Tron will be at least 75 cents, right? You'll have at least 75-cent Tron. So you should definitely stock up on your Tron if you think this is possible. Now, yes, this is possible, okay? ETF. ETF, this is possible with ETF, okay? That's possible with ETF. This is possible, let's call, God, I don't want to get too ahead of myself. Let's call something like this, right? This is possible with Tether, right? That's possible with Tether, right? I mean, I think we can literally get up here and we could do, you know, somebody prints up, you know, a magical, let's see, let me see here. I'll tell you, let me get it better. Let me give you a little, you know, yeah, let's call it, you know, it's called 7K with Tether, right? This is Tether, this is ETFs, if that happens. All right, I'm just going to kind of breeze through some charts really quick. Yes, often the longest, but never the shortest, correct. All right, so we're just going to kind of breeze through a couple charts really quick here. And let me know, because I'm not really focusing on my other charts. All right, so here's kind of been our support and resistance levels that we've had set out. Now, we just laid these all out for you once again, where the targets are we'd like to see. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to plant this up. So this is kind of my, let's just call this let's call this our 6485, right? So we want 6485, and this is what we're going to call our bull. I would like to see this. This is a bull main target. I like this target. I like this is kind of a main target right up here. So we'll say 6385 and then 6500. So this is kind of the chart we'll be playing with over here. And so there we go. Now this does correlate with the 382 64. So we're gonna we'll just put that as the top, but we'll put this as our, put that right there. But this is our target zone right there for a top. A little more of a struggle to get up here, but I will call this a, so, all right, so look at, there was our 6420, so we're stuck, 6385, right? Yep, 6385, I mean, it's got some cojones, right? It's got some cojones. Let's get zoomed back down in this chart right here. Okay. So where are we? You got this range we're in right here, 6479, and then 6518, 6514, 6479. Yep, 6479. And then there's 6400 right there, 6409 and 6397. So I have two lines right here of 6397, which is right there. Okay. So there we go. Those are our targets. That's kind of where we're sitting right now for resistance, right? And this is, we're key critical time. Double top possibility. Right? No longer a symmetrical triangle. Broke out of the symmetric. Actually, let's take that back. It's double top. Right? Double top. Okay. And there's our tethercorn targets, right? So we're just going to leave this box, right? There's our box. We're just going to leave our box where it's at. These are still... the tether fairies can show up and we can push up here. Okay, but we're just gonna put right here. We're just gonna make this a red box. Okay, we're gonna put right, so there's lots of MAs on the higher time frames here. Right in there. And then you've got a bunch of fibs. So this is like, oh, what did I do that? All right. So we're going to say this is heavy resistance with fibs and MAs right there, okay? Where this resistance is going to be just a little bit different. Let's go over here. I want to add my, let's add our volumes. So let's pull this down. Okay, the daily. I'm looking to see if any of these, and let me pull this off, right? So what I'm looking to see is if there's any, there's just nothing in here. Nothing. All right, so we just got the 50 right there. We just got the 50. Okay. All right. Okay, so we got the 50 and on the we got the 30 over on ETH on the 4 hour. So the 4 hour ETH has also got the 30 that pegged it down right there. All right, so now we're going to switch this up. So you guys need to go into your charts. Need to start changing shit up. So you're now got two separate you got two separate lines that you can now add here, right? So you're going to add this one, this one. Oh. Lock that baby in place. And lock. All right. Okay, so now let's start going through our other charts here. Actually, let's go over to Litecoin. All right, here's our Litecoin chart. Nice little run on Litecoin. I'm pissed. I'm really not happy right now, guys, because I missed my longs. That would have been huge. It would have been a huge win. All right, so we know that's $50.65 is like this. This is the zone right here. So we know that we've broken this zone. We've closed lower at the lowest closing low, and I want to go ahead and I want to just take a look real here quick on Litecoin. I want to go back. All right, so on the 3-day, yeah, look at this. This is the lowest close we've had at the highest time frame this year. This is a massive new closing low. This 3 candles down, very bearish. So you had 3 big candles down, all bearish. This didn't make a spinning top, you know, so this doesn't. Now this is good. This is a better candle because, you know, you had this longer wick on the bottom, so it shows that the bulls were putting up a fight. So that was good. I like to see this longer wick on the bottom. You see what happens when you get these longer wicks on the bottom. You're looking for a close bottom here, right? See, longer wick, kind of found a close bottom, right? Longer wick, kind of found the close bottom. Now these ones, this was, yeah, ouch. Now look, this did longer wick and this bounced, right? Longer wick and you got some really nice bounces here. So both of these do count, right? These are some substantial bounces. Both these candles just didn't end up being green. So with this longer wick, this is actually pretty good, you know. Now, will this hold? You know, a lot of times when you get these long wicks, look, that one held. Long wick, this came way up and then still kept dropping down. Long wick, ooh, big retracement. So long wick, baby retracement, medium wick. Let's see, let's get some comparison. I mean, it's funny because all right, so you had a wick about this long, little retracement. All right, just kind of scrolling down right here, seeing if I see any other correlations, but that's not bad. This is good wick, good rejection. I mean, geez, we went deep right there, and I'm super pissed I missed that trade. Okay, so let's take a, so for Litecoin, I'm gonna kind of pull over here, look where we're at. All right. Wow, 2-day. Look at that 2-day candle. All right. Very nice bounce off the bottom with that candle right there. Look at that. Great candle. Really good candle. Really good bounce. Imperfected 9. We don't want to see an imperfected 9. That is not good. Right? We want a perfected 9. Look, here's the last time. Look, imperfected 9. Came up a little bit and then just died on everybody, right? It's just, the problem is with this coin right here and a lot of alts, they're just not getting the bounce respect that they just should be. The bounces are just not as high as they should be. This is just barely any retracement, then just kept going. Let's see how this one works. Like I said, I don't have a lot of hope here. If you're looking at the daily, I mean, you do have some substantially higher targets right here on the daily. Let's take a look at the 12-hour. I mean, everything's up there in the 58 range for a bounce. 54 range. 54 range. So lower time frames have a lot of resistance. Trying to see what I see here. All right, 12-hour, you got a next 12-hour, you're going to have a death cross. 2-day, nothing. 3-day, no help. Still 57. All right. Okay, cool. So, I mean, there's nothing to see on Litecoin. So, really, guys, I'm using Litecoin as a guide. Litecoin is my guide, and I'm just watching Litecoin for weakness. I've been using Litecoin. Litecoin takes off early, it falls first, and it takes off first. Hit my support. I was thinking a little bit deeper. I was going for 44. I got greedy, and I got blasted out. Super sucky. Here, you pull your fibs back. Here's your fibs. Now I got greedy with Litecoin. I did not get greedy with actually I take it back. I got greedy on ETH too. I should have bought in at ETH. Missed it by $4. Okay, so here's your fibs. Let's take a look at our fib top to bottom. We've retraced. We came up, look, hit the resistance. You see the little dot. This is your historical resistance. Got swatted down, came up. Look at, we're on another historical resistance line right here. Boom, it's right there. Trying to get up to tap this one. Now we've retraced all the way back to the 618. So we came all the way back to the 618. 716 is 54. So if we do get another push here on Bitcoin, you know, you've got two things right here. Right, you've got two really good areas right here. So you've got the trend line, right? So we've got our trend line, and you got the trend line, and then you've got the 786. So those are both heavy resistance, right there, right at 54 smackaroonies right there. Right, let's get over here. Okay, so that's pretty right there. This is pretty good. This would be a nice shot to look to layer your shorts. Now, I am shorting. I am going to be layering shorts, and I'm just going to slowly layer them as they go up and kind of see where this takes me, right? And see how far. Now, my tolerance for these shorts is going to be, because I'm layering in small ones, it's going to be a little greater because I'm just kind of layering in on my ETHs like 25 ETH, 25 ETH, 25 ETH. And when I get a confirmation, because I'm trying to catch the knife at the top, right? That's what I'm trying to do right now. So I'm just put little baby amounts in, right? Just little stuff. Because if this thing breaks out, you know, I mean, you literally got to watch out with ETH, because ETH can go all the way up to $199, right? The 786 on ETH is all the way up to $200, right? We'll get to that in a second. But yeah, so right here though, you look for a lot of resistance right here at this level. And then, I mean, retracing back any further than that, That's where you're going to have to start asking the tough questions, right? Because this was a really good little fall from there to there, and it's a really good retracement. Let me adjust this. I'm going to go ahead and adjust this. Okay, if I pull that there, you got the 7681. Man, it's crazy. I don't know if I can pull this thing all the way back there. There you go. So you come all the way up to the top here, and you're through the 236. So you're 382. Right there. Kind of got a double whammy right there. All right. So now right in here you've got a lot. You've also got that 50 MA. Let's pull this out to the 6 hour. No help, no help. Daily. Yeah, okay. 4 hour. All right. Get rid of that. All right, so these are kind of your targets right here. If this runs, this is what you're going to be looking at. T3 and T4. All right. This now's turned back into support. It's really hard to get. You just can't get. This is super hard to play here, right? Because what is this? This is you can't really get an A, B, C out of this, even though this was some kind of a retracement. Fell out. It's really hard to get a retracement in here. Okay. All right, there's Litecoin. Bitcoin still stuck. All right, let's pull up a couple charts. I'm going to try to finish this as quickly as I can. Sorry this takes so long, everybody. I apologize. All right, let's reboot this chart. This is our members one. Okay, I'm going to go do okay, so do you remember that we said a TD4 below a TD6 breaks bullish, right? Remember how many times we talked about this, right? Every time you have a TD4 lower than a TD6, you get some kind of reversal. Right, so look at here. So we got a bounce, right? We definitely have a bounce. Now, let's redefine solid reversal here, okay? So we got to be careful, and so I'm going to pull this down here into this pocket. Okay? Pull this down in this pocket. So we did get a bounce, right? And we've talked about this. You come down 4, retrace lower. Now this had the 6, you got a bounce. Here was your 4 below your 6, and this thing moondoggied up here, right? 4, 4, 6, then it bounced up. 4, 6, bounce up. 4, 6, continued lower. 4 was lower. Here was your 6. You got this nice bounce, and then this thing died out, right? So this thing totally died out. Now, I want to know, give me 1 second here, peoples. Give me 1 second. I just want to see what date that was. 11th of March, 2018. Nope. Come on. Where's that damn chart at? Hold on a second. Where is my chart? What's it called? Oh, it's the J-hook chart. Got it. Okay, give me a second here. I know where it's at. J-hook. Nope. 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 There it is. Here it is right here. Okay. All right. So that was May 11th. There's May. There's May 12th right there. Okay. So this is our little zone. Get right there. Pull it over. Right. This is our little zone right here. See our little zone right here? All right, let me go back. So this is the same time we had the 4 and the 6. Look, you had a 4 lower, then a 6. Okay, so let me pull this off here. There's your 4, there's your 6, there's your 4, there's your 6. Okay, so they line up perfect right there, right? This is March, I'm sorry, March, this got to go to March 10th, March 10th, March 10th, March 10th. Damn it. Where'd it go? Okay, it's March 10th. Oh, it's way back here. Oh, there it is. This is it. Yep. So this is perfect. Okay. Wow, this all lines up. So this does line up. Okay, so let's take a look at how this correlates. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to add, watch this, I'm going to add these indicators. Okay, and I'm going to add the TD, but watch this. So I'm going to go in here. Don't 1, 2, 3, 4. I don't want any of these. I don't want any of these. Three, leave 4. Okay, got it. All right, perfect. Okay, let's scrunchy this thing down. Four lower than the 6. All right, so there's your 4 lower than the 6. There it is right there. Okay, sorry. So look, 4 was lower than the 6. Right. There's your 4. Man, these are different. Binance is different. Your 4 is right there. 4 is lower than the 6. How's this different? Oh, shoot. Sorry. Okay. I see what it is now. It's because it's on a different timeline. Like, what the hell? All right, here we go. Let's try this again. Dunk. Daily. Ah! The magic of timing. Okay. All right, so here we go. Let's try to get in here one more time. I'm going to pull this back down a little bit. Pull this down a little bit. Pull this down a little bit. Okay. So let's pull this off. All right, so 4 is lower than the 6. There it is. 4 is lower than the 6. 4 is lower than the 6. And that's the time. This is it. So it's the same pattern recurred right here as is happening right here. And look at this massive dump right here. This is a massive dump. So we are reliving the same pattern playing out here as we did here. And let's take a look at our Stoke levels and our RSI. So our daily, now remember we're over here in the daily, right? So our daily RSI, the fallout was a little, definitely at the peak right there. There's the peak. And then, so we're close to that. So we're getting really close to that right there. And then our Stoke, we're nowhere near our damn Stoke. I mean, we're all the way at the damn bottom. Our Stoke is all the way at the bottom. Okay, right here, though, it did not. We had the 4 higher than the 6. So the 4 was higher than the 6 right here. Okay, so that's good. That's good to know that that played out the same. All right, perfect. All right, I'm going to leave that right there. And then I should have come over here and looked at it on the 12-hour, though. That would have definitely helped me. Okay. All right, cool. All right, let's see what else we got here. Our shorts. Okay, so our shorts RSI is extremely low, right? The RSI on our shorts is very, very low. So I am not, I swear to God, the first person that tells you there's a short squeeze coming. You just need to reach across the room, just slap them. Just slap them. Instantaneous. Don't even think about it. Just reach out and just slap them, okay? Because, no, there's no short squeeze coming. So there's definitely not a short squeeze coming. Your RSI is way too low. Your RSI is undersold, if anything, for a short squeeze. Now, can this fall out? Yeah. Of course this can fall out. This is not a problem. This can go way deeper, right? But at the same time, this can also, you see what happens in these areas. This thing can just bounce, snap back up, right? Look at here. I mean, this did come off the bottom, right? So this came off the bottom and it's kind of trending still in an upward manner. So, when it trends upward, you come off, you're trending and trending and trending, like same bounce. It wants to get higher. Let's see now. It's kind of got up. A few correlations there with how high that is. But, I mean, you know how it is, people. Now, a lot of people took profits right there in their shorts, right? I mean, I got stomped out in profits. I think my trade ended up just being 20% positive on that. I was up to 38%. By the time I set my stop loss, I was at 20% positive. Still a good trade. I let the trade take me out. And I also was hoping to catch those longs, which I didn't, so I suck. Let's go over here. Actually, this is my LTC to BTC chart. Here's my weekly. All right, so there's my weekly chart, and looking good, looking fine. All right, I want to do one last thing. I just want to kind of zip through these candles, right? All right, so I think we printed, let me start this over right here. Okay, here we go. So there's our weekly, 3-day, rising wedge on the 3-day. I would call that a rising wedge for sure. On the 3-day over here. Let's see how that reacts. Let's see how, the rising wedges usually play out. Boom, boom. Let's see. There's your heavy resistance. So look at this. On the 3-day chart, 65.43 has a historic resistance on it. So 65.43. See if the weekly pulls up anything. Nope, just has lower support in the bottom, 6K. So my lower target's 60.50. And nothing, nada, no help. The candle on the 2-day, we're still forming out a 2-day candle over there. Support 61.13. So we've had this number on our charts over there. 61.13, 62.13, both beastly numbers. No help. Started a new count on the daily. Super great. Got a long call on the 12-hour. So you got this long call on the 12-hour scalper. Great call. Good job, scalper. So the beast scalper. Nice call by this beast scalper. Freaking thing. Killing me. Look at your low line right there, 60.70. I still think 60.50 is my low target for right now. Good long call by the scalper on the 6 hour. Well played. Lots of profit. Good job by the scalper. And no help on any of these candles right here. No help on this candle doesn't. Nothing in here helps me at all on BTC. None of these candles help. This daily candle didn't help. And if anything, that 2-day candle, this was bullish. This is completely a bullish candle. And it broke bullish. All right. Remember, on these candles right here, you got to be careful for these 2-day candles. These are the inside bars. They can do the fakies. So you got to watch out for that. And there you go. No help whatsoever on any of the candle setups for any of the trading right now. So that's not going to help us out. Pull that back to the weekly. I have this weekly set up. All right, that's shorts. What do we got here? We got, nope, nothing. Our Ichi chart. Ooh, look at that massive upturn on the Kaijun. So the Kaijun just took off. So now what that does, that raises our resistance here, right? Our topside resistance just got moved way up. 66.92. Right? That's pushed way up on the Kaijun right there. Nope, just got broken through. Nothing here in the cloud helps me at all. Nothing in the cloud. Let's take a look at our Stoke. Our Stoke just took off north. Right? Our Stoke is just absolutely polar right now, right? Okay, so this is another very interesting thing to take a look at. Look at how high this Stoke took off, right? The Stoke just mooned, absolutely mooned. And, you know, look at this last time. So here's the last time the Stoke mooned. So last time the Stoke mooned from the bottom right here, right there, to the top, right? This little top right here. You did the same run up. It's pretty much the same amount of distance. And this little run up right here is a whopping 62.50 and to 6,400. So you have 100 and change. Just ridiculous. There's just nothing, right? 150 point run. This right here is a 150 point run. And let me tell you what, that is bearish divergence, right? This is bearish divergence to have this high of a run here. Now, you got to be careful, because if this thing dies out right here or falls, and let's go back, and that's one of the things we need to take a look at on our J-hook chart. Where's our damn J-hook chart? Here's our J-hook chart, right? It's our chart. Let's go over here and see what we got here. All right, so there's our 12 hour. So this is our 12-hour Stoke right here. All right, we're up here. This super high. Look at this Stoke is super high. So look at the last time the Stoke ran up here. This was in say 100, 700 points, 800 points. From here to here was 800 points. Okay, and then we just ran from. We just ran a whole whopping. Let's call it. Let's give it a whole 250 points, right? We'll say 250 points from here to here. Maybe a little less. Yeah. Yeah, let's call it 200 points. So you got a whopping 200 points to run from here to here. Now you got to be careful, because this is where this gets dangerous right here. See these falls? Right? These falls right here. We got to really watch out for these falls right here, because we're going to be looking. See, and this is the last time this thing fell out right here. So we're going to be looking for some kind of a fall right here. Now remember, this can pull back. It doesn't have to leave a shadow. So if you go back in time, this thing could have gone way higher, and then it pulled back because it does not have to leave a shadow. These Stokes, they move, they pull back and they retract and they do whatever they feel like doing. Okay? So this is kind of, oh, geez, what the hell happened right there? There we go. All right, let's take a look over here on our MACD. So the last couple times we've had this exact same thing happen to us on our MACD. Let's go back. I'm going to actually keep this box just so we know where everything's at. All right. Right, so now we have clearly broken higher than everything. We're going to move this over here. And that's it. We're going to leave that one right there. So we've broken out higher. So we're looking at, we're just watching this as this trended higher. Every time before the dump, you see we broke through on the histogram to the positive side. And then as we're up there for a minute and then it just failed back down. Here it is again, broke up on the histogram. Now we've broken way up on the histogram right here. I mean, this is a hell of a move on the histogram with absolutely no price movement. So we've done a really good punch through the histogram right here, and we have no price movement, okay? And this gets a little tougher because this doesn't help. This was real high. That's real high right there. I mean, that's like super moon doggy. Boy, going up this high would definitely take us up to like deep sixes, right? Deep sixes. Nope, no help there. Trying to find a trend line. Nope. 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 Yep, nothing I can find right there. Yeah, you can definitely check the percentage of movement based on the price, and you're going to see it's just crazy. So you're right. Let's do it. We can go do that. So 34%. 30%. 39%. Okay, so 39, 30, 33, 34. Okay, so we're going to pull this up right here. So we'll do that. And then bottom to top, 18%. Bottom to top, 9%. Well, we haven't found where we're going yet, but we're only at 4%. Right, so 39, 30, 34. So we've moved a lot higher with a lot less. Okay, bearish divergence. All right, we're going to do that on our, it's a little harder to do it on the Stoke. The Stoke is just so small. Let's get it down here. We can do it on the Stoke though. Big move. Jesus. Damn thing. Woo! Look at that Stoke move right there. How the hell did I get so much? Did I do that wrong? It's crazy. Did I do this wrong? How the hell is this so much? Nope. Did it right. Okay. All right, so look, correlating these two are close. 19. Oh, just drops. Once again, just correlates with the volume drops. I don't understand this though. This looks larger than that, which is really weird. This is really weird. Okay. All right, well, there you go. There's that. All right, everybody. Let's. I think we're done. Anybody got any other questions? Anybody got any other questions? Okay, let's go. So I'm going to go back. Put this over here. ETH. How we doing on ETH? Nothing is damn changed. All right, so BTC, we're sitting the same levels. Okay. All right, hold on a second.